ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another dense review. Today we're going to be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. This is I don't believe it's made by, it's not made by Steel Wool Studios, which made Help Wanted, Help Wanted 2, Security Breach, but this is a Five Nights at Freddy's game based off of a short story in one of Scott Cawthon's Five Nights at Freddy's book. So it's a game based off a book, based off of in a universe for a separate universe that's based off of the video game franchise. Welcome to the FNAF lore universe, multiverse shenanigans. This game is really fun because this one is a short story about a kid who goes to this Jeff's Pizzeria that was a Five Nights at Freddy's pizzeria back in 1985, and you go into the ball pit, which takes you back in time. You've heard of the beach that makes you old? Welcome to the ball pit that teleports you. I've heard of the washing time machine. I've heard of the hot tub time machine. I've heard of a DeLorean being a time machine. Now we've got a ball pit that takes you back and forward in time. That's pretty insane. I want to give you a spoiler warning for the end. I've gotten two endings, but I just want to talk about the gameplay mostly and the vibe of the story. Three endings, I'm sorry. I misspoke. I got three endings. I can't even remember. So that's your spoiler warning. GTFO if you don't want spoiled. Now, this gameplay is more of a point-and-click style, like survival horror open world game. Open area, I guess, would be the best way of describing it, because you have like a hub world and then you have little like worlds you can go to, which is the pizzeria, school, library, the old mill, school, house, library, mill, pizzeria. Those 5 locations. And you kind of teleport between them, and you kind of live out 5 nights, whoa, at Freddy's. And you basically just go through and try to figure out where your dad went, because on the first day, you go and sneak into a ball pit you find to hide from your dad, and you get sent to the past when this entity that is in the form of Springtrap, Pogger's character, by the way, you go back to the past, and you witness this murder, and the entity grabs your dad and tries to pull him into the ball pit. He does get him out of the ball pit, but the entity possesses the father, and then he follows you home, which you gotta sneak out of your house each night and go to the pizzeria and go back to the past after this massacre, and you just go through and try to find where your dad went, saving 5 kids that then help you get to the entity. And my ending, I was able to save my dad, but I got dragged into the past and murdered. I have another one where I end up becoming Foxy, and I got the ending where I just left the pizzeria in the past, which in the past you can't leave the pizzeria unless you get the fuck out ending. So you have to go back to the future if you want to leave the pizzeria, which is kind of annoying because it'd be kind of cool to go around the town in 1985, but it seems like it might be a little bit ambitious, so I'm not gonna nix them for that. But still, a really cool concept and a really fun game. It is also $20, which I think this review is probably going to come out before Resident Evil 7. I recorded that one before this. This video game is only $20, and it is an absolute blast. It is a breath of fresh air for the franchise of something that's a little bit unique, and it's a fun, like, puzzle kind of exploratory style game, very similar to Kindergarten. Actually, now that I'm thinking on it, there's 5 different days, and depending on what you do each day, kind of makes towards your ending. There's less endings, but there is a bunch of cool lore and collectibles and like hiding mechanics. So that is pretty awesome. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give this game a 8. The story is a little convoluted a little bit, and it's a little vague-y, Five Nights at Freddy's kind of stuff, you know how it be. But other than that, it is an absolute fun game. I hope you enjoy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, give this video a like. If you like the channel, you can subscribe and turn on notification bells to get notified of all further uploads. And if you really want to help me out, click cards in the video to take more content. And with that all ado, adios.